Yeah, I got time, cuz. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. Nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz? I don't fuck with you, cuz you disrespecting me. I don't fuck with you, cuz you disrespecting me. I go hard, cuz. All right, y'all. All right, let me go ahead and get comfortable. Y'all come on in here. It is a lot to damn talk about, okay? But I don't want to say I told y'all so. This entire situation is just, it's crazy. And we're going to get on that in just a moment. Waiting for more people to get up in here before we get started. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm still working on my office. It's not all the way done yet. half of the caps on there, other half no caps. So I'm still working slowly but surely, bringing it together. My vision. But I hope everybody is doing good. I see a lot of y'all are buying new memberships. Damn, y'all must want to see them Diddy deep dives. Member in my Armand voice, okay? A lot of new memberships. I appreciate y'all. Been working hard on them Diddy deep dives. Nothing that's going on is shocking me, but I can't lie, this was very heartbreaking. We're going to wait for more people to get in here, though, before we get started. Let me just say a few things here before we can get on the topic of Papa Diddy. So, Puerto Rico, we got 2 slots open. You guys, if you're on the wait list, you should be getting an email if you're interested in joining me in PR in July for my birthday. Definitely be on the lookout for the email. We're going to send it out today. So 2 slots became available. So good luck to all 20 people on the wait list. Reply back if you want to join. Let's see, what else? Okay, the 1 milli party is officially coming together. It's been a lot of, things I've had to like kind of put together, but it's probably not going to be until later on. So it's not going to be this summer. It's probably going to be fallish, winterish, just because I want to kind of do it big. And it's going to probably be enough room for about 200 to 300 people. So just keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Definitely save up your little coins. Save up your coins. But yeah, the 1 milli party is definitely going to pop. And I cannot wait. So I've had a lot of meetings today. That's all I've been in. Were meetings all day today. Just, getting all these little nuances put together. Puerto Rico, the 1 milli party. So, while I was on the phone and talking on these Zoom calls and stuff like that, I started getting text messages about Papa Diddy in the video. I think TK was the first person on Discord to tag me. And yeah, it went down after that. Okay, we got over 4,600 people in here. Come on in. We're trying to get to 5,000 people. Come on in, y'all. Ashley Nicole said, I can't wait for the 1 million party. Me either. I'm so ready to literally turn up with my peoples, with my fans, with my day ones, with my people who've been supporting me. I remember I used to get dragged for putting my foot on Diddy's neck. I'd get death threats and, oh, you stupid black bitch, you're just trying to take down the black man. Remember that? I was always trying to take down the black man. Even though I defend black men and things like that when they're in the right, but I took a lot of hits for this old weirdo. I've been telling y'all since I got on this bitch, I've never been a fan of Diddy and his bullshit. And sometimes you have to stand in your own truth and not care what the rest of the world thinks. Let them think what they want to think. He's never vibed with my spirit. We watched this man play people over and over again from the time we were kids. So, all of us 90s folks, we have a different relationship with Diddy than a lot of y'all younger people do with Brother Love. I knew that Brother Love moniker was bullshit, okay? Remember when that moron, he almost attempted to kill the UCLA coach just because his son was benched or something? Maybe he tried to beat the coach with a kettlebell. And I did a video on that, called him out. Oh, he's just being a father. No, that's attempted murder. Let you try and beat somebody's ass with a kettlebell. You'd be in jail. So long this man has been able to get away with nonsense. And I'm so happy that the chickens are coming home to roost. I'm happy. And just for good measure, let's go ahead and, in the words of Cat Williams, we're gonna let the great Cat Williams speak. Okay? Just for good measure, just because I'm petty.
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Thank you, Brother Cat Williams. Okay? Like I've been telling y'all since the end of last year, we are in the age of Aquarius. I know a lot of y'all think I'm a weirdo because I, talk about spiritual things and I have feelings and premonitions and all that. I could care less. I'm going to be on my weirdo shit, okay? I'm glad this is being exposed. Now, let me kind of tell y'all why I just find this whole situation crazy. Y'all know I've been doing my Diddy deep dives and everything else. And I remember a post came on my timeline on Instagram from Diddy. And I'm like, what the hell? How's his post on my timeline? And I realized somehow I was following him. I don't know if I accidentally hit follow because I never go on his page. But for some reason, Instagram had me following Diddy, somebody I've never followed my whole life. So when I was getting ready to unfollow him, I said, no, let me not unfollow. Because he's starting to get comfortable posting stuff. Let me see who all is in here co-signing this man, caping for him, sending prayers. So I just sat there and sipped slow. Like, y'all don't know how hard it was for me on Mother's Day to not comment and say some slick shit on his post. But I said, nah, TT. Don't say anything. The truth will be revealed. There's nothing to combat. Let these idiots say that he should be in prayer. And I remember talking to my friend who happens to be, I would say associates more or less with Cassie. We were talking last week. And I asked my friend, I said, is there a reason that all of a sudden now he's posting? Because let's walk over to his page. And my friend was like, the lawyers are telling him to post and act like everything's all good. Act like just act like things are back to normal. I said, okay, so that's why he's posting. Because on Mother's Day, he was shouting out his mama and, Misa and Chance's mom, whatever the hell her name is, when they used to fuck with Tupac. Shouting them all out for being great mothers. He posted a picture of the family. Quincy was there with all of them, the twins, Christian and Justin Combs. So I'm like, he's doing a lot of posting. And what I noticed in the comments section, people were attacking Cassie. And were sending him prayers. So let's go to his page. This was the last post he made. And I had to come on here and comment today. So, let me switch this around. There we go. Sorry, people are texting me. Okay. As y'all can see my comment. I said, now y'all switching up. But y'all same clowns were praising him all weekend. Fuck out of here. And you can see, people were commenting back. So yeah, it's very interesting. I can follow whoever I want to. Look at it. Still excusing the fuck shit. But yeah, so I just find it, if you guys would have came on here Mother's Day and looked at all these posts, especially this one, Time Tells the Truth. Little Scrappy was on here. It was so many people on here. Yep, Scrappy, live out the lie. It was a bunch of people on here. Oh, we're keeping you in prayer. And then you had a few people coming on there like, no, why are y'all praying for him and not praying for victims like Cassie? And people would be attacking them. Y'all have no proof. Y'all just want to take down the black man. I mean, these comments over the weekend were sick. Because, see, he's trying to use all these folks now to, like, kind of soften up his image. Had the mama on here. See, now you're seeing, like, the mean comment. She did a terrible job raising you. But all weekend, it was a bunch of, oh, we got your back and you put in work over the years and we'll always love you. So it's very interesting because I feel like this. At the end of the day, we didn't need that video to tell us shit. if you have common sense and discernment, you would have known that this man wasn't shit. If you've been following what people have been saying for years, you'd have known that this man wasn't shit. He broke Kim Porter's nose, allegedly. His whole demeanor, the way he can be cool and switch up, he wears many masks. So when TK in the Discord tagged me in the video, for y'all who are in the Discord, y'all heard my voicemail. I was pissed. Like, I was literally shaking. It brought back, you know, past events. For a lot of people, it triggered a lot of women. And the fact that we're sitting here watching Cassie trying to leave a situation. She has her bags. The girl's barefoot. We can't play the video because YouTube is taking down anybody who posts the video. The girl is literally barefoot, trying to sneak away. And he comes out there like a raging lunatic. Not only knocks her down, starts punching her, then proceeds to put hands and feet on her and drag her back into the room. If y'all remember, I read to y'all her lawsuit. I did a whole breakdown of her lawsuit. And in that lawsuit, she stated that there was video, but that his, but because of his money and his power, he paid the hotel $50,000 to make it go away. Because this video was taken in 2016. So he paid them money for it to go away. So ask yourself, if he's that bold to beat a woman's ass in the manner that he did, in public, in a hotel room, and you know all hotel rooms have cameras. If he's that bold to beat her and throw a vase at her in public, imagine what was going on behind the scenes. So I don't want to hear all this. Folks are trying to bring down the black man and, oh, y'all just want to see the worst. I've been seeing the worst in him, been keeping my foot on his neck, been not a fan. I don't give a fuck what happens to Diddy at this point. Y'all can sit there and suck his dick. I won't. Okay, Meek Mill. While he's going harder for Diddy and Diddy's kids than his own damn baby mama and kids. I've never seen him defend his baby's mother as hard as he's been defending Diddy and Christian. So I think the whole situation is just disgusting. He's a disgusting individual. There's no excuse for that video. Anybody excusing the video and saying, well, we don't know what happened. You don't know what she might have did to him. That's dusty behavior. Anybody excusing somebody who is bigger than that person, it's not like Cassie's fighting him head up. She's literally trying to sneak away. So you can't even be like, oh, she was attitudinal and trying to buck up on a man. You buck up on a man, you get hit like a man. She was literally sneaking away barefoot. And he came running out that room like Red Bull himself and beat her. Put hands and feet on her. And for y'all who don't think like, oh, that's not serious, couples fight. Let me explain to you a situation that happened to one of my coworkers years ago. When I first moved to Charlotte, I was really young, like 21. And I remember I was working in collections at City. Shout out to all, employees from City who remember me. And I remember I was on the team with this young woman named Dana, just a sweetheart. And she kept telling me that I reminded her of her little sister because she was older than me. I just moved to Charlotte and everything. She kept saying like, you remind me so much of my little sister. And I was like, oh, for real? And I was like, well, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, she passed about a year ago. And I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, she said, just your energy, just the way you act, you're goofy, you're funny. You remind me a lot of her. I said, well, how did she pass? And I'm thinking to myself, me and the sister are about the same age, early 20s. Maybe it was a car accident or, an illness. She said her baby daddy beat her to death. I said, what? She said, we've been trying to get her out that situation for over 2 years. She kept going back to him. And the final night that it happened, he beat her so bad, he started kicking her. He started putting hands and feet on her. He kicked her so bad that he ended up bursting her liver. Her liver bursted. in the middle of a domestic assault. And then, you know, he tried to call the ambulance and she ended up passing away. She lost her little sister, who I reminded her of, to domestic violence. So when I tell you, when I saw that video, it made me think of Dana's sister. Thank God for Cassie. She was able to get up out that situation with her life. And people might say, well, why did she go back? They didn't break up till 2019. Unfortunately, that's what happens in domestic violence situations. These men will put hands on women and then, oh my, I swear it was an accident. I'll change, buy you gifts, say they'll never do it again. And we all want love. We all want to be in healthy relationships. You know what I'm saying? And you give this person chance after chance after chance. And in Cassie's situation, where could she really go? This is one of the most powerful men in entertainment. My friend's sister couldn't leave, and this was a regular Joe Blow. Imagine being the main girl, one of the most powerful men in the entertainment industry. Where do you go? So when I tell you Alex Fine, who's now her husband, is not only her husband, he's her savior. He came in as Diddy's trainer, but unlike everybody else, he had some type of integrity, and he saw the shit that she was going through, the way he talked to her, the things that he was doing to Cassie, and he started befriending Cassie. And Cassie was eventually able to trust him enough where he helped her escape from that situation. Angels come in many different forms. But I'll never forget my friend telling me that. And what was so sad is that she ended up getting pregnant with her second son a year later. And she had complications. She went into labor early. They were able to save the baby, but Dana died. So almost 2 years to the day that her sister passed, she ended up passing. And that was her mom's two only kids, Dana and her little sister. But they have both died, and it's been about 10 years. You know, but I'll never forget that. I'll never forget our interactions and just the stories and, you know, the game that she gave me and, you know, about life and relationships and things like that. So things like that really fucking trigger me. And I'm not going to make any apologies for it, nor am I going to handle this man like kitten gloves and, you know, allow people to gaslight me and say stupid shit like unfollow him. Fuck him and his page. And you know, what's always interesting with these disgusting men, like Diddy and people who excuse disgusting behavior like this, and I've said this before on my channel, these same big dick deviants act like their daughters' coochies are gold. Act like their own daughters are beyond reproach. Oh, anybody disrespect my daughter, I got my shotgun. My daughters aren't dating till they're 25. But meanwhile, it's okay for him, the game, and so many other these deviants to disrespect other people's young daughters. Remember, he was on the Breakfast Club. They were asking him, what if your twins want to date, you know, a man twice their age, the same way you're dating Carisha? Oh, my twins would not. My twins ain't dating nobody. What makes your daughter's coochie beyond reproach? You didn't care about Cassie when you know what I'm saying, got with her at 19. What makes your daughters above being preyed on? The same way you preyed on other people's children. That's why I'm glad the House of Dominoes is crashing all around these people. These people are trash. They're not role models. They're deviants. And their masks are slipping. So him going on his page and saying stupid shit like, oh, time tells the truth. That didn't age well, now did it? And I think a part of the reason why the video came out, when I tell you, people kept messing with Cassie. The things they were saying, they were adding her on his post. They were adding little Rod, who we all know has ran. He's in hiding now because of the death threats. And I think she got tired of it. Like, y'all want to keep acting like I'm lying or like, I'm just trying to bring him down. Here go the receipts. Because I don't find this ironic that this idiot got comfortable per what his lawyer was probably telling him. Oh, just play it off. It's blowing over. Start posting. This is the perfect weekend to post. Mother's Day weekend. Lovey-dovey shit. Post your little Blasian daughter. And people took that opportunity to attack the victim. Remind you, the victim who he settled with. It's not like her lawsuit is still pending. That idiot settled within 24 hours. Because she has receipts and she knows where all the bones are buried. So I think, him being arrogant and his dumbass fans tagging and attacking her is why this video was dropped. Y'all gonna learn that fat meat is greasy. Cassie has never been problematic. I cover a lot of celebrity news. I've never heard people talk about her or say she's arrogant or mean. She was literally his little puppy dog. When you saw Diddy, you saw Cassie. I was always shocked when I would even hear her speak because you've barely ever even heard her voice. That's why I said from day one, she was the perfect victim to take him down because she's extremely unproblematic. Notice Gene Deal said he never pulled this on J-Lo. Why? J-Lo was older, around his age, and she was just as big as a celebrity. So he couldn't treat J-Lo the way he was treating Kim, the baby mama, and treating Cassie, the little young girl who didn't know no better. Somebody said, where's Carisha at? Probably forcing bitches to eat her pussy with her dusty ass. She's another diddler. My son just walked by. He's like, sorry, son. Remember, let's not forget this tweet. Since y'all want to know where Carisha at, yeah, I don't forget shit. Fuck her. Wasn't this her? If I wanted you to eat my pussy, Diddy would have had you on your knees, ho. You a eater. She was saying that to another woman. So I feel no ways about her. Her and her association with Diddy, she should go down too. Because that sounds to me like you're some type of madam, some type of pimp. And you were just as involved in them freak-offs as he was. Because what woman tells another woman that you'll basically make her man argue orally? I'll make Diddy make you eat my pussy. That's what those are her words, not mine. Remember, those are her words calling herself a whore in interviews. Talking about she likes getting pissed on. These are all her antics and words, not mine. So I feel no ways about Carisha getting drugged. She's trending right now. All of them are. Damn Diddy's trending. Carisha's trending. Diddy and Cassie are trending. Kim Porter is trending. 50 Cent is trending. I hope anybody who's involved in this sex ring nonsense, abuse nonsense, I hope they all go down, in the words of Cat Williams. And if his sons are involved, because while he's over here rapping off beat with horrible cadence and trying to go at 50 Cent, his lawsuit, Christian Combs has a lot of lawsuits against him. Well, not a lot of lawsuits, but he's named. His name is all through the lawsuit, excuse me. But the main one that happened on the boat. So he might want to simmer down as well before they find the video and the audio of him while he's talking about, oh, y'all searched the wrong part of the house. Y'all didn't search next door. Where are the people who are crying about them being kids? Remember, that was the whole thing. Remember Misa? Oh, my kids. No, these are grown men. It's funny that these men who are damn near 30, they're closer to 30 than they are 20, right? Christian, I believe, is 25 going on 26. Quincy and Justin are 30. It's funny that when it comes to these rich celebrity boys, men, people want to act like they're still children. But Cassie was grown, though. She was grown at 19 when a man twice her age was fucking on her. That's okay, though. It's legal. But it's funny that she's grown at 19, but these grown men who are being named in these lawsuits for their deviant behavior, they're children. These grown men who are caught up in their raid because their father's trifling and allowed his children to be there when the raid took place, but somehow he was mysteriously not there. Somehow they're children. Interesting. The only children attached to Diddy are those twins, Chance and the new baby, whatever her name is. Them boys are grown. They can be drafted, shipped off to war, they can buy weed, they can drink, they're grown. The same way as soon as a girl turns 18, she's legal, they're grown. So I feel no way about them being raided. I feel no way about lasers being pointed at them. Do right. People who are doing the right thing, their homes are not getting raided and they're not having lasers pointed at them. So I feel no ways about any of the Combses. Oh shit, we got over 12,000 people in here. Welcome, welcome. Let me see here. Now, somebody said Alex Fine's mom was a domestic violence person. She suffered, domestic violence. I heard he just put out a statement. Let me see if I can find it on Twitter. I didn't get to read it yet. Here we go. The dialogue just posted. Let me share my screen. I'm going to read this to y'all here. This is from Alex Fine. This is Cassie's husband. He says, a letter to women and children. Men who hit women aren't men. Men who enable it and protect these people aren't men. As men, violence against women shouldn't be inevitable. Check your brothers, your friends, and your family. Our daughters, sisters, mothers, and wives should feel protected and loved. Hold the women in your life with the utmost regard. Men who hurt women hate women. To all the survivors, find the men and women who help and love. To all the survivors, your stories are real. People believe you. To all the survivors, you're not alone. For your well-being and safety, we want you to succeed and flourish. To all the women and children, I'm sorry you live in a world where you're not protected and you don't feel equal. I want to raise my daughters in a world where they are safe and loved. To the abusers, you're done. You're not safe anymore. You're not protected anymore. The men by your side are just as weak. You're so miserable with yourself that something would be considered a kindness. Oh, that death. Okay, that death would be considered a kindness. Wow. I'm really glad he said what he said. I agree with him 100%. That's him right there. Her savior. Who got him out that situation. Bless him. I couldn't even imagine what she's going through. It's one thing to live that and to be abused and get hands put on you. And again, that was just the tip of the iceberg, right? That was just something that was caught on camera. So we can only imagine what happened behind the scenes. But imagine, her now having to relive that in the public eye. Very, very disturbing. Very disturbing. But I'm glad that, she has him by her side and, they have their two beautiful daughters together. And he's been supporting her and having her back for years now. I mean, I remember a few months ago he got into it with Diddy and basically was calling him, said he was gay. bisexual, went in on him. I forgot why they were into it. He had, like, Diddy threw some, like, little shots, and he came running with his cape. He's not going to play about his wife, as he shouldn't. So a lot of these folks in the industry are very weak. The excuses that they've made for this man's behavior. And even if we take out the physical violence in the video, how many black people has this man shitted on and taken their publishing, taking everything, their talent, just their blood, their sweat, their tears, their music, ate them up and spit them out, and people still excuse his nonsense. So even this situation aside, what about those kids from making of the band? The kids from the rap group, the band, Danny D. Kane, Donnie Klein, Day 26, Total, Little Jerome, G-Dep, Black Rob, Mace. Shall I go on? 112. Remember my deep dive in part 3. Craig Mack, thank you. B5. We didn't even realize that 112 was as young as they were. In high school. And he'd had them up all night working like a Hebrew slave. Had them walking through snowstorms and everything else, knowing they had school the next day. This man mistreated so many people. Shine. He mistreated so many people, but y'all still excuse him. Why? Only because of his status, fame, and money. If this was anybody else, this was just a regular Joe Blow, nobody would excuse this behavior. And this is why he's as arrogant as he is. Why he feels he can get away with whatever he can get away with. The fact that, and think about this, right? The fact that the women that are the main women in his life, like Kim, Chance's mom, Misa, at one point they were all messing with West Coast artists. Misa was going between him and Diddy and Suge Knight. Sarah Chapman, that's her name. Sarah was dating Tupac first. The dude is a weirdo. Kim had been attached to Tupac at one point. The fact that Keefe D right now is sitting in prison and he keeps getting attacked, beat up, is very interesting and very telling. He's basically already said who put him up to the hit. Now he's constantly getting beat up so that way he doesn't end up standing trial. Wonder who's behind him getting beat up. Like I said, this whole situation is a mess. Let's see here. Let me read some of these super chats. Miss AB Sim 499 says 2024 has been the year of exposure, and it's only May. What's the next 7 months going to bring us? Yeah, it's going to be interesting because none of this was on anybody's bingo card. Let's keep that real. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Let's see here. And thank y'all for joining the memberships. I see all the new members. Mel Dub says, good afternoon. My first super chat. Many more to come. Love you, long time T. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks for the love. Divine Dage says, T, another YouTuber noticed the timestamps in the video CNN posted were off. Wonder what that's about. They probably took out the more nefarious stuff. I would not be surprised. That's probably what they could show. You know? It's just, the whole thing is just really heartbreaking just to watch it. Because like I said, you know, it's one thing that she was actually trying to fight him and buck up. Like, she's literally trying to run away. And then the way he, like, grabbed her purse and her, you know, like, her belongings. Like, you're physically not going anywhere. Let's see here. Fahima Omar says, watching you live while the kids and husband are sleeping. It's 23:40 p.m. Love you too. Thank you for coming through. Okay. Goddess of Pleasure says, congrats on a milli. T-Bro Diamond strikes again. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Lexi1192 says, there's still people in the comments defending the sloozer, saying Cassie must have been stealing from him. Shake my head. Love you, T. Let's say hypothetically she's a thief and she was stealing his, his coins. He's Diddy. You mean to tell me he couldn't call the police and easily press charges and get her thrown in jail? See, when people say comments like this, y'all need to understand, a lot of people say, oh, they're just trolling. No. Everything is not trolling. I've taught y'all that. Everything is not trolling. Sometimes that's how some of these mofos actually feel. So if you know them in real life, stay the hell away from them. Because I don't care if she robbed him out his drawers. File a police report. Why would you put yourself in a situation to get a domestic charge when you're a supposed billionaire? There's a lot of really disturbing people on the internet. Let's see here. Tyler says, I'm glad to see people being seen for who they truly are and being exposed for what they've done. Glad you never vibe with Diddy. Glad I never vibe with Diddy. Gen Z here. No, for sure. Thank you so much. Let's see. Kathleen says, one thing about T, she never switched up on Diddy. You've caught him out for years. That's real discernment. Everyone stay prayed up in 2024. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you for the super chat. Oh, yeah. I've kept the same energy. Let's see here. Olander Love says, thank you for going live and speaking truth to power. You're welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Summer Williams says, I find it weird how country music industry has a problem with Beyonce doing a country album, but in the concert, because Beyonce is a legitimate threat and telling her to stand in her place. What does this have to do with what we're talking about? I don't care about Beyonce's country album or the country music industry. Let's see here. Common Free says, hey, Auntie, I've been watching you since 2018. And when I entered uni, and now I'm graduating this month with a law degree. I know it isn't much, but I wanted to celebrate you and your growth. Thank you so much and congratulations. We need more lawyers, okay? We need more people of color becoming lawyers. So great field to get into. We need, especially Black women to get protected. For real. So thank you. I appreciate that. And good luck on your law journey. Let's see here. Fuana Faye sent 10 says, this reminds me of the video where Cassie was on the floor covered under the blankets and Diddy posted it live. Behind closed doors is one thing, but on live is crazy. Yeah, I remember that. Yep, I remember I had put that video clip in the deep dive. It was just weird. It was like there was nothing about that video. I don't know if y'all have seen that video of her on the floor and she's like covered up in a blanket. You could tell something happened and he's trying to act like they're just playing around. But it was just really disturbing to watch. So, yeah. That was just, he's just a weirdo. Purely Plush says, Alex's mom is also a DV survivor. Prayers to Cassie and that entire family because that video was triggering as hell. Yeah, it definitely was. Okay, let's see here. Black Sand sent $299.99. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. They say, hey T, it's been a while since I came live. Just checking to say thank you for keeping us informed about Diddy throughout your countless videos and deep dives. Also, my husband and I are happy to announce that we're expecting a baby tea sipper in September. Oh, wow. Congratulations to you and your husband. Thank you so much for the super chat and for always just showing love to my channel. That means a lot to me. So good luck on the pregnancy and everything. And definitely send me some pictures. Because y'all know I love to see my baby tea sippers. So definitely send me some pictures. But yeah, now like I said, I'm definitely going to keep my foot on his neck. People were asking, like, are you going to make like a part 5? No. I'm over the deep dives. I don't even know what else to say at this point. I think I've covered everything. I went esoterical in the most recent one, you know, broke down the whole sex magic rituals. Like, I really don't have anything else to say. And then, like, it disturbs me. Like, I want my peace. I want to be able to just sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I work on deep dives concerning him, like, I lose sleep for like a whole week. And I just see him in my dreams and face and ugh. So yeah, I'm not coming up with a part 5 anytime soon. At this point, I just want to see how everything ends up playing out with this situation. But I just hope that people understand that domestic violence is real. And everybody's not saying this for attention or looking for clout, you know. And unfortunately, a lot of these people in the industry, a lot of men who have power and money and prestige, some of them just have a very dark side. Not all, of course. You know, you can have money and still be a good person. But unfortunately, when you have weirdos who never really had shit, and I'm not saying, you know, necessarily financial, right? Because Diddy was never poor. He grew up middle class. But sometimes if you weren't like the cutest guy or the most handsome guy, or you didn't really have swag like that, women weren't really checking for you. And now, you know, once you get to a certain level, now you have all these beautiful women who all of a sudden want you. It sometimes makes some men jaded. It's like, oh, so now this beautiful woman wants me, but if I was just, you know, regular Sean Combs, she wouldn't look at me twice. And then sometimes they end up getting mad about that. And then that's where that abuse comes in as well, because they feel like everybody's only using them for their status and their money. So it's sad, but it's a real thing. Oh yeah, even I'm glad somebody brought that up in the chat, emotional wounds. You know, like so many times we always think about like physical wounds, but also the emotional abuse, you know, where people will tear you down and make you feel this big, you know, tell you that you're not shit, you're not pretty, and you would be nothing if it wasn't for me, you know, because that's how bad they feel about themselves, that they have to project that onto their partner. So abuse comes in all types of forms. That's why I tell you guys, especially you young girls, you know, stop envying what y'all see on social media. Like I always say, and I'll say it time and time again, everything that glitters is not gold. I refuse to be jealous of anybody, especially somebody famous, a celebrity, a politician. You don't know what they had to do to get to where they're at. Point blank, period. If you didn't see their journey from the ground up, and if you don't personally know that person, there's nothing to envy or idolize. Even for me. You don't personally know me. You're never supposed to idolize anybody. Be your own person. All the time that folks spend on social media standing other people that they don't personally know, imagine if they took that same energy and poured it into themselves, poured it into their loved ones, poured it into their own husband, their own wife, their own children. As opposed to sitting up all day defending a motherfucker who wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire. I'm just saying. This man has been a fraud for years. And for years, you know, he was like what people kind of like made it seem like what it is to be wealthy, what it is to have made it. But all of that was a facade. He didn't own Ciroc, but acted like he invented it and that was his whole thing. Wanted to have the nerve to cry out about racism in the liquor industry, racism at the Grammys, but treated his own like trash, treated other black artists like trash once he got to a certain level. Instead of him saying, you know what? I went through a lot as an intern, and I want to make sure that I don't in turn abuse people in the way that I was abused. But instead, these people turn around and they do the same thing. So the cycle just continues over and over again. It's really quite sad. It's really sad. I wanted to, let me see here. I don't want to show this clip of them fighting. Okay, I want to show y'all this CNN clip. We're gonna watch this real quick. Let me put this up here. Give me just a second.
Down the hallway. Leading us off this hour is our contributor, Mike Muse, also with us, our legal contributor, Brian Buckmeyer. So, Mike, I mean, the video is disgusting. There's just no other way to discuss it. Let's talk about the backstory and why this video is so important already to the ongoing allegations and cases against the rapper.
Upon looking at this video, Kira, I was absolutely disturbed. I was outraged. I still am disturbed. I still am outraged. I am disgusted at the actions of Sean Combs. No one should ever have to experience this. And then also, too, no one should have to relive this, having to see this video footage all over again. Cassie had filed paperwork and a lawsuit against Sean Combs, detailing the abusive nature of their relationship, detailing the toxic nature of their relationship, detailing the sexual assault of their relationship. Sean Combs came out strongly and, in a statement to his attorney, vehemently denied all such allegations. But when you see this video, it just underscores anything that Sean Combs could ever say going forward with regards to this and other future lawsuits that he may have. Kira, the thing that really struck me the most was it gets to the heart of domestic abuse and domestic violence. And when victims of domestic violence feels like they have nowhere to go and nowhere to run, and they often will go back to their abuser, him chasing after her, not only just kicking her, but for me, Kira, it was the grabbing of the purse, as if holding her possessions, her ID, not allowing her to leave. And then in the lawsuit, there's something about that particular moment where Cassie states she left to go back to her apartment, but then she tried to come back to the hotel to apologize to Sean Combs in fear that he would hunt her more, to which hotel staff had to stop her and say, no, go back home. That right there just shows what victims of domestic abuse go through, want to return to the abuser in fear it could get worse, but in this vicious cycle of not being able to get out. I've been texting a lot of people within the industry, which I'm a part of, and everyone is just simply disgusted that this is the man that we have partied with, we celebrated with, I've been in rooms with, I've been to parties in his home here in New York City and in Florida, and I am outraged that this is somebody that I knew, but I don't even know who this person is that could do.
I don't know who this man is, but what you're not going to do is gaslight me. Y'all, everybody in the industry knew the type of person this man was. So just stop with the, oh, we're all disgusted and we're all shocked. So where have y'all been the past 20 years? Were y'all not shocked and disgusted when he tried to almost kill the UCLA coach with the kettlebell? Were y'all not disgusted at how he treated the kids for making the band and forcing them to walk to Brooklyn for a cheesecake? That was okay. Were y'all not disgusted at the fact that Justin, who was in a Pamper at the time, has Mace's Publishing, and Janice Combs owns a lot of these artists' publishing as well? So I don't like, I hate like the gaslighting factor, like how everybody now wants to act shocked, as if people have not been talking about Diddy's crazy ways and his temper for years. So the industry and this industry insider, I don't know who this man is, all y'all can have a tall glass and shut the fuck up. Next. This situation is just annoying to me. It's the gaslighting for me. And how everybody's trying to act like, oh, they just had no idea. Oh my God. I've been talking to so many people in the industry and we're all just shocked and just blown away. Well, what part of this is shocking y'all? I'm confused. Like, what is everybody shocked about? A leopard doesn't change its spots. No, you guys are shocked now because it's in 4K. And now you guys have to atone for standing next to this man and writing, oh, you know, we're praying for you on his Instagram page. Yeah, it's very interesting. So now, before I go, how long have I been on here? Okay, 50 minutes. We got to talk about Kola Boof. Now, Kola, I remember she came out I remember I did videos on her years ago, like old school YouTube videos. I think she had dated Osama bin Laden at one point, and she's been in the industry for years. Well, now she's talking about Kim Porter, and she's validating a lot of the things I've said over the years of Kim Porter and Diddy's relationship. So we're going to go ahead and read before they delete her tweets. We're going to read what Miss Boof has to say, Kola Boof. Okay. So she says here, the Diddy thing is not a surprise, but it makes me remember the horrible way he treated my friend Kim Porter. So let me click on more. I'm going to go back and forth because her page. And have always silently held him responsible for her young death. R.I.P. Kim. Then she says, what y'all saw in that video of Diddy beating Cassie was nothing. We'll never forget the time he tried to make Kim Porter lick Cassie's tampon. Always using Kim's race as a put down. You guys don't know half of what women go through with famous and powerful men, but hold on. Be they rappers, be they Bin Laden, be they actors. Y'all have no idea. You always demonize the women, always. So maybe Osama Bin Laden did some things to her too, child. But, oh God, not him making Kim eat Cassie's tampon. Again, what does that sound? Remember in my deep dive, wasn't I telling y'all about sex rituals? What does that sound like if this is true? A bloody tampon. Sounds like some sex rituals to me. Let me mind my business. So then she goes on to say this. Okay, I think we saw that one. Part 3. I feel bad for Cassie getting beat up like that. I still remember when Cassie allowed herself to be used racially against Kim Porter as Diddy humiliated, beat, and repeat Kim for years. Y'all have always hated me for talking real about these men, but they deserve it. So looks like she's saying here that at one point in time, because Cassie was the new girl, you know, she's the Latina or whatever, he was using that against Kim Porter, who herself was a brown-skinned biracial. Then she goes on to say here, this Diddy thing is not a surprise. Okay, have we seen that one? Let's see. Okay, then she says, are you fucking kidding me? He beat the shit out of Kim Porter. Why do y'all think I was so hard on these men back in the day, always cussing them out? I wrote articles attacking Diddy. Y'all always thought I was lying. OMG, there's no hope for women in our community. Then somebody says, just accept some women allow and perpetuate abuse towards other women before they become victims themselves. And then she writes this. And that is a perfect example of Carisha. See, she's cool with Diddy forcing other women to eat her out and, you know, do all types of sexually deviant stuff to her until, you know, things switch up. See, sometimes people come into a situation thinking that, they're better than the last woman. Because, of course, he's going to lie and, the baby mama's crazy and the last chick wasn't shit. So he's going to, demonize her to uplift you. And then in the end, you find out you got the same damn man. So that's always comical. And we can even take that back to Krishan and Blueface. She thought she had one up on Alexis so much. And, my man. Then she realized she got the same man that Alexis had. So, that is a true statement. Let's see here. Then she goes on to say, Diddy brought Cassie, who was basically a teenager, into his bedroom while Kim Porter was sleeping and woke Kim and told her to get out of the bed so Cassie can get in it. Kim was treated for shit for years. And Cassie giggled until she became Kim later on. Then she says, "Note, this is what Kim Porter told me in a phone conversation many years ago, and I don't believe she was lying." Who remembers when I told y'all, because I can't find the pictures now, they keep scrubbing the internet. The old internet is dying. Who remembers when I told y'all that back in the day, he would humiliate Kim when he was dating J-Lo, and she'd be like in the back of the pictures with her head down, looking all sad and depressed while he's flossing J-Lo? He never paraded Kim around like that, the way he did, until he kind of did once they broke up and she got pregnant with the twins. But when he was dating J-Lo, she'd be walking right behind him like a sad lost puppy. I don't know if y'all remember that. Okay, Soli846 says, I remember. Ali May says, I remember, yeah. She'd be in all the pictures. You'd have like, the one picture I remember is when J-Lo had on that white bandana with the white outfit with the crop top and the do-rag on. And he was wearing his all white. And then in the background is Kim. She, like, literally, she just looked like the nanny. But it's like she just held on because, again, the lifestyle and being attached to him. And she already had, Christian at that point. And even, let's also keep it real. If we're going to talk about it, this is why I say all the time, folks aren't ready for this conversation. But that's why I say there's really no, what do I be saying? Like female unity. There's no sisterhood. Remember, Misa and Kim were friends. Who remembers Wendy Williams spilling that tea? They were friends. Misa was bragging to Kim about her man and, her baby daddy and the money. Remember, Misa was also allegedly groomed by Diddy. Because she got with Diddy when she was about 16, 17. But tried to cuss everybody out in 2020. She was a teenager when she got with Diddy. And we provided receipts of her doing interviews saying she met him at 17. Some people say it was younger than that. But anyhow, Misa and Kim were friends. Kim started sleeping with Diddy behind Misa's back. It's well known in the industry. That is how Kim ended up with Diddy. And then, in return, he had the whole J-Lo situation. And then they got back together. And then he brings in Cassie. So again, there's not really a lot of sisterhood amongst women, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Wendy wasn't lying. Go back and clock that old Wendy's tea from back in the 90s. And then books and shit. Wendy spilled that tea back in the day. That's exactly how Kim got in the picture. She was Misa's friend. Remember, they were all working at Uptown together. Misa was the stylist. Kim was the assistant to Andre Harrell. Then, let me see what else. What else she got to say? But Cassian is a teenager. Then she says, know what? Let's break it up now because I can't with Americans. I can't talk to y'all. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about what you Americans believe. I'm so sick of telling you what's going on or went on in Hollywood and y'all acting like I'm speaking Yiddish. Well, what is this? Let's see. Now, can you link the articles myself? What's your opinion this timing of this? I believed you years ago and I believe you now. The info you share today is hard to read, but is a lesson in how cycles of abuse work. Cassie was young and naive and didn't think she would be in KP's situation until she was. Yeah. It happens all the time. We're not, this is not victim shaming. This is not blaming Kim or Cassie or Misa. We're just having dialogue. It happens all the time, especially when there's an age and a power dynamic where, unfortunately some young girls will get with the older guy and feel like, they've made it and, he's choosing me over his wife and, yep, I'm his little young arm candy and you're old and washed. Okay. All right, ma'am. Understand we all age. Okay. So while you think you live in the lifestyle now, we'll see you in about 4 or 5 years. So be careful making fun of another woman because the same tears that you're laughing at, maybe the same tears that you're in the mirror, wiping off of your face with bruises and black eyes. Just saying. So, unfortunately, sometimes you do have young girls, when you're young, you don't know any better. So, with age comes wisdom. So again, this is not to shame anybody young, but just understand, be careful letting these dudes gas you up and make it seem like, the woman is always the problem. Because that's not always the case. Let's see here. She said, be clear, I only met Kim once at a charity event. We had dinner, but we chatted on the phone a few times. I believe everything she told me. I have never forgotten. One time she was on the phone crying because she loved him so much and couldn't bring herself to leave him. Then she says, get it straight. I publicly accused Diddy of all of this publicly over 15 years ago. But y'all hate me for being an African and for being Bin Laden's sex slave. So every time I would tell y'all something about our lives in NYC, Hollywood, and Miami, y'all claim I'm lying, and I never lied. Yeah, she was spilling tea years ago on Twitter. A lot of people did dismiss her back in the day. She's not lying about that. Oh, let me not play that video. She'd been on Twitter for years. Like I said, I remember the whole Bin Laden situation. Let's see here. Then she says, I'll tell you one damn thing. I will be in court to tell what happened to Kim Porter. I believe everything she told me in our phone conversations and what you Americans think of me. Get on your knees and ask God if I give a fuck. You might not get back up. Then somebody says, and that's why I don't like Karrueche Tran, because did you see, because how did you see Rihanna get her ass beat, then you turn around and get with Chris Brown, and you think that everybody's supposed to stop everything and have sympathy for you? You saw the photos before messing with him. And then Kola says, women do this all the time out of desperation. They want a man so badly, they believe it will be different with them. She retweeted, this person said, I don't think Kola Boof is saying Cassie wasn't a victim, just reporting on the sick way Diddy pitted a grown woman and a teenager against each other. Exactly. Like I said, there's many nuances to this conversation. It's not about shaming. It's just about having dialogue on what really happens in these type of twisted relationships, especially when there's money and power dynamic. Then she says, rich black women don't suddenly die from pneumonia at the age of 47, locked away from the world instead of receiving medical care at a hospital, no family around her to protect her. So yes, I believe we're not being told what truly happened that led to her death. think, okay, so that's about the end of it there with what Kola is saying. So, yeah, it's getting real. He's still trending. And then look at this video that's on Twitter. Again, life imitating art. Let me show y'all this video real quick. Hold on, me.
No, I don't think so. You're trying to look crazy. I'm gonna run so fast in my life. I don't have my luggage. Fuck your luggage. Go get your new luggage. Where you going? Run all the way back. Bye. No, I don't think so. You're trying to look crazy.
Now y'all notice how he's chasing him down a hotel hallway. Yeah, a mess, child, a mess. Yeah, looks like everybody's shook about this Diddy situation. Damn, Diddy gonna end up like R. Kelly. He's gonna end up being R. Kelly's cellmate. R. Kelly bumping and grinding. Diddy's more money, more problems. Damn, Diddy, I used to have so much respect for you. I guess I should have known better when you made those kids walk to Brooklyn for a cheesecake for your own pleasure. Well, I'm glad the internet's starting to fucking wake up and realize that that was some, you know, that was messed up and exploited those kids. And he made millions off of making the band. And those kids got nothing. No residuals, no nothing off of it. Imagine having all that fame, all that notoriety, and you're still in the hood. You're still in the projects. You're not even able to monetize off of your own God-given talent. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. The whole thing is just crazy. It really is. It really, really is. So let me go ahead. I'm going to read these last few super chats here. We have over 15,000 people in here. Wow. Shout out to y'all, child. Jazz says, I wonder if he did the same thing to Young Miami. Personally, I just, it is what it is. She want to, you know, sit up and make excuses for him. And, you know, again, sitting here promoting deviant behavior and talking about forcing other women to eat her out. I just feel like they're one and the same, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Because again, some people get off on shit like that. You know, as long as it's not me, it doesn't matter what he's doing. You know, and that's the vibe I get from her, that she gets off on stuff like that. Yeah, can we get some more likes? We got 5,000 likes. We need some more likes. We got 15,000 people in here sipping. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's see here. I Am Hope says the hotel needs to be held accountable as well. They have an obligation to report to the authorities. I mean, that sounds nice, but again, you know, people are not understanding money, power, fame trumps all of that. So until celebrity culture changes and the people stop putting these people on a pedestal like they're some type of god and they're, you know, above reproach, things like that will continue to happen. Is it right? No. So somebody said the hotel is closed. Yeah, they were paid 50 grand. 50 grand. So yeah, the whole thing is, it's insane. I mean, look at all the nonsense that's going on right now with Drake and the Mark Hotel situation and all the surveillance video that's coming out. And he was with some man who looked like a little baby. And then everybody found out that it was a journalist at like 3 o'clock in the morning, talking about they were listening to beats. At that point, I just tapped out. I said, it's too much going on in the celebrity world, child. Because at first I thought it was like a baby, like a real baby. I'm like, why is there a baby in the middle of the Mark Hotel with Drake at 3 o'clock in the morning? But I guess the baby's some grown man with a disability that's a journalist. Okay. Miss A. Santen says, I stand for Cassie. I don't feel bad for this monster Diddy's actions. And the energy he brought is his own downfall and tearing himself down. I appreciate you, Auntie. You're so welcome. And thank you so much for the super chat, sis. Let's see here. Ronald Harvey. What's up, Ronald? He sent 10. He says, for anyone that's out here still defending this piece of garbage, I hope and pray that their children don't experience the situation that she had to go through and the nightmare that she had to deal with. I agree 100%. And that's why I said that it's really sad that you have a lot of men out here who have daughters, but they'll still try and find an excuse for their favorite celeb. Oh, you know, she might have been stealing from him, or how do we know that she wasn't cheating? Okay, so let's take Cassie out of it. Let's say your daughter was stealing from her boyfriend. Does the boyfriend then deserve to beat your daughter's ass like that? Put hands and feet on her simply because she was stealing? Not saying it's okay. Again, what happened to calling the police and filing a police charge? So, again, a lot of these guys who excuse this behavior is because they're involved in the degeneracy as well. They're degenerates. That's why they excuse behavior like that, because they're putting hands on women too. So it's really sad. Rose Miriam 1421 says, we believed her even before this came out. This is truly heartbreaking. Stevie and Meek Mill are real quiet now. Exactly. Because again, like I said, Cassie was the perfect victim because she's very unproblematic. You're not going to see tweets from Cassie like you see Carisha's ass. Point blank, period. So it's like, I've never heard anything really crazy about Cassie. So it was easier to believe what she was saying. And you still had people saying she was a liar. But now the video's out. Yeah, where is Stevie J? Where is Meek Mill? Any other time Meek Mill is sucking, Diddy's peen. Cuffing the balls and shit. Making sure they don't drag on the ground. He's awfully quiet now. Yeah, it's really crazy. Yeah, a lot of these folks are real quiet, but the energy was different this weekend, Mother's Day weekend. Diddy, we're praying for you. And Meek Mill was going at 50 Cent, behind Diddy and Diddy's kids. It's like, damn, you going harder for your man than Carisha at this point. Just saying. I don't think I've seen him even go that hard for Nicki when him and Nicki were dating. Mister, is this your girls' tour or your tour? Yvette says, don't forget about J-Lo getting her karma right along with Diddy. Yeah, I heard that Ben Affleck... I heard that Ben Affleck moved out on her ass. He said, I'm done with this shit. This brujeria witch. He's done. He's done with the spell casting. And, I need to do a deep dive on her because, the Latinos were spilling good tea. Sending me good tea about Jennifer Lopez and her witchy ways and her, dabbling into Santeria. And, yeah, man, they were spilling some good tea when I did that last Jennifer Lopez video. He said he's out of there. He's done. Sometimes swinging the block isn't even worth it. We'll see what happens with Ashanti and Nelly, but sometimes you don't need to swing the block. An ex is an ex for a reason. I'm a big believer of that. That, you break up with people, you end that chapter and move on, I mean, if it's meant to be, it will be, but he just didn't seem happy with her. He seemed like he didn't like being bothered with her. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Let's see here. They Call Me Queen says they need to look into Kim's case now. I always felt something wasn't right with it. Yeah. And let's not forget too, like the initial autopsy was labeled a homicide. And then the guy, like the initial mortician or whoever did her autopsy, he ended up dead. And then they had somebody else redo the autopsy. And then it was pneumonia after the first mortician died. I'm just saying, that's a little bit suspicious. Miss Brandy Santen says, I'm cheap and broke, but I love you. Thank you for being authentic and always keeping it real. I've highly disliked Puffy since the 90s. You are so welcome, and thank you so much for the support, sis. Appreciate you. Shelly J says, 50 Cent posted something, Diddy on IG, talking about his good name and other BS. Hold on. Let's walk to IG. Let me pull up 50 Cent. Let's see what 50 Cent is talking about. He been dragging Diddy for years. Why is this not?
Of abuse.
Oh shit, he got that video. Okay, so hold on, let me share my screen. We can't play the video because YouTube. So it looks like he posted the video. He said, now I'm sure Puffy didn't do it. He is innocent. This proves nothing. This is what his lawyers are going to say. God help us all. For a brother named Love, he sure is violent. Yeah, we could have told you that. Oh, no, don't cry now, Mr. Byron. Honey. That's my buddy right there, Dennis Byron. But like I said, a lot of folks was, over there, at Diddy's house. Diddy is just, he's not right. And this video shouldn't have taken people to see that. Let me go ahead and hit him with a like, child. I don't even follow 50 Cent. All right, let's see what he wrote here. Oh gosh, he's a mess. Okay, so this is what Diddy wrote like around the time of the Cassie lawsuit, and it has not aged well. So he says, enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I've sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things that are being alleged. I will fight for my name, family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs. Thank y'all for posting the tiny violins. Diddy wrote down the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Maury vibes. Let me go ahead and hit him with a light. He on a roll today. Oh, this is the moron. Oh, and this is a female that's writing this shit. This is a setup video. Cassie was stealing from that man while he was in the shower. She had on clothes. He had on a towel, running towards her. And she's running to the elevator with her glasses and a hoodie on. He caught her. I think you meant caught, you dumb bitch. He caught her just before she got in the elevator. I would have did the same thing. They're trying to make it look like he's beating her, and he tossed her around by the hoodie and stomped her. Yeah, but look what she's trying to do. She knows exactly what happened, but trying to play victim. He didn't drag her to the room. He left her in the hallway, grabbed his bags. That girl was stealing. Watch when it all comes out. I would have did the same. Stop trying to come up off of people. Y'all better stop letting the internet trick y'all. This dumb basic bitch got the nerve to have 12 lights behind this. Again, that's why I say there's no real sisterhood. This is a female. Nina Simone with a bunch of ends. Of course, her page is private because I'm sure people are probably cussing her ass out. Somebody said, okay, Diddy, we know this is your fake account. Girl, bye. How you steal from a billionaire? They call the police. They don't drag and beat you in a hotel lobby. Yeah, Diddy must own this account because this bitch been all over Instagram writing the same dumb shit. A shame. I'm glad 50 Cent is keeping his foot on his neck, though. He's been doing that for a while, so yeah. A whole mess, child. A whole mess. Let's see here. I'm gonna read a few more super chats. Your favorite Ewa girl sent $10, says, I hope you know how much this means to us, praying for good health and blessings to you. The knowledge you drop is top notch. Taught and continue to teach me. Love you from your Ghanaian niece. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sis. Thanks for coming through. And I'm glad, any little bit of knowledge I can give so y'all can not make the same mistakes that me and so many other people made. You know what I mean? Like I always tell y'all, learn from the mistakes of other people so that way you're not destined to repeat them. So, that's just what we do. Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? When you know better, you do better. And when you know better, you teach those coming behind you to do better instead of turning them on to deviancy and the nonsense that we see being promoted on social media. So you're always going to get that from me. So I really, really appreciate that, sis. Let's see here. My page just refreshed. Shy B sent a $50 super sticker. Thank you so much, Shy B. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. They Call Me Queen says they need to look into Kim's case now. Okay, I think I read that one earlier. Let me scroll down a bit more. This page keeps refreshing. Okay, Chap1590 sent $20. Says, hey T, I've been following you for a long time. Thank you for always keeping it a buck. You're the realest on YouTube. My question is that Diddy has wronged a lot of people for decades. What do you think is his ultimate fate? Honestly, I don't know. Because again, he has money. He has, power, fame. I don't know. I think this video will make a difference where this will make more people not stand alongside him. But, is he going to go to jail like R. Kelly? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, look how long it took R. Kelly to eventually end up behind bars. And that was really because of his own arrogance. Had he just sat down and ate his fucking food after he, got out from that first trial, he probably would be still out here doing his thing. But again, because he won and he thought he was untouchable, So what I would like for him, to happen to him is accountability. That's what I would like. But again, we live in a world where, when you're famous and you're the upper echelon, you get away with stuff. So it's going to be interesting, though, to see how everything ends up playing out. But I'm just glad that for most people, this video has opened up their eyes to what me and many, many people, because I'm not alone, have saw when it came to Diddy for years. His energy, just the way he carried himself, all that fake ass woke shit that he was talking in 2020. I'm glad people are seeing it. Let me see here. Lovely Libra says, T, I passed the first part of my U.S. medical bond exam as a foreign medical doctor. This is my third attempt. God is good. And you going live today was a treat. Congratulations on that. That is awesome. I'm really happy for you. It's a lot of people graduating and starting new chapters in their life. So that is really good. I know that had to be hard. So she's going to be a foreign medical doctor. Wow. And they need it. There's a lot going on, a lot of wars. You got people out there in Gaza suffering, people in like Yemen. It's a lot. So bless you for going into that type of field. Good luck with everything. Summer Williams says, I wonder if Justin Bieber will come out with his own case against Diddy. Yeah, I don't know, but I think Justin, now that he has that baby on the way, he's going to be highly protective of his child. He's not going to allow the industry. The way he's so highly protective of Billie Eilish says a lot. And I really wish that Usher would have been just as protective of Justin. For you to say that you wouldn't even drop your own seeds off at the Diddy flavor camp, but you dropped off somebody else's seed up there, is disturbing. Folks ain't ready for that conversation. Let's see here. Desiree Price says, my boyfriend made a comment saying, well, you'd get chased down a hall and beat up too for $30 million. I'm seriously disturbed by him now. Yeah, that sounds like a red flag, sis. Yeah, that sounds like a red flag. Yeah, I don't like that. He may have to be my ex-boyfriend because there's nothing funny about that. But good luck. Good luck. Lovely Starry Night sent 10 says, people who enable abusers always be like, oh my gosh, I've never would have believed that they do that. Meanwhile, abusers be acting crazy in front of them. I've seen it on the bystander and victim side. Yeah. I definitely agree. Thank you for the super chat. Curly Whirly sent $6.99. Says, there's no sisterhood. I warned my ex's new girlfriend about his abusive ways. She laughed at me. Now she's his punching bag. Sad but true. Love you, T. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have stories. I definitely get it. Where they, bitches will call your phone and ha 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 and okay, bitch, laugh now, cry later. Enjoy. Bitch, you did me a favor. And then they end up in the same toxic situation and wasted their youth. Karma's real. That's why I say be careful laughing at another woman's pain. Because, them same, them tears that you're laughing, maybe the same tears that you're wiping off your face. So, yeah, it's sad. It's sad, but folks are grown. They're going to do what they want to do. So you try to warn her. That's all you can do. So hopefully she knows how to duck and bob and weave. It's a shame. Nothing funny about that. Clara Mason 5 says, this is insane. I seen the video. It's truly disturbing. No way in hell to spin this. Love what you do, T. Keep going. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah. Anybody excusing that is trash. I'm sorry. Like the girl writing dissertations on 50 Cent's post on the Shade Room. Like, oh, she stole money. He was in the shower. Like, she's trash. Let me see here. Forever Your Leo says, the issue is thinking they won't be in the same boat and they can change a person. And then it moves to them and they realize it wasn't worth it. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Thank you, sis. Nas says, Freddie P from the band did a recent interview with Art of Dialogue and he mentioned something to the effect that the devil will bring you up just to tear you down in front of everybody. Yeah, I saw his interview. It was kind of all over the place, though, but I did see his interview with Art of Dialogue. It was good to see him again. Let's see here. Tip Lyrical 915 sent $2 and said, Cassie had no one in her corner until her husband. Absolutely. That's why I say angels come in many forms. Imagine him showing up one day and he's just supposed to be there to train them, help them eat healthy, get their bodies in, order. And she ends up confiding in him and look where they're at now. So you never know who God may send to you to get you out of a situation. That's why I always say, treat folks right. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy that you put out there is eventually what you'll get back. You never know who people are, so I don't care if it's the janitor at your school, if they're somebody who's cleaning bathrooms for a living, treat people right, point blank, period. You never know who those people are and what they may help you with or do for you or any advice that they can place on you, And that's sometimes the problem when people get so much celebrity and fame that ego goes to their head and nobody can tell them anything. They just want yes men around them. And I refuse to be anybody's yes man. Absolutely not. Same way I want my real friends to check me if I'm out of pocket. That's the same way I deal with everybody. If I can't pull you to the side and pull your coattail and let you know like you wrong in this situation or, this and that, then we don't have a real friendship. I never want to get to a point where I'm surrounded by just yes men. Absolutely the fuck not. Let's see here. Soulful K sent a $10 sticker. Thank you so much. MBV sent $19.99 says, I love you, T. This is Ginger L from the Discord gang. Let's go. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Yes, Discord, the celebrity room is lit right now. Y'all had me up the other night. We was on Rave watching the Cat Williams interview again. That was a fun night. I couldn't sleep. I was like, who wants to watch the Cat Williams interview again? So we watched that 2 nights ago on Rave. That was funny. Just random out the blue. Let's see here. Tiniest Little Kiwi sent $20. Says, T, did you hear the rumor about Drake and HR teen animals and the blind items on them? They said supplied P. Iggy with connections because he hurt animals. I can't really tell what you're writing. I don't know if it's mistyped. You're saying that there's a blind item about Drake hurting animals? Is that what you're saying? I haven't heard that. So I'd have to like check on that. I haven't heard that. So I don't know. Soulful K Vine says, I knew Diddy wasn't shit when he dropped people off in the middle of the woods to be his assistant. I'm glad Cassie got out. Oh yeah, I forgot about that assistant show with that girl Popra and all them people trying to be his assistant. That was crazy. He had so many reality TV shows back in the day. Deja Green says Dan Schneider is also getting exposed. I think back to Amanda Bynes' breakdown in 2013. Yeah, he's another pervert that needs to be, arrested. Because I definitely think that there's more to the story. Especially now that Laura Beth Denberg came out. I did that video the other day about her speaking her truth. So now that she's out speaking about it, I definitely feel like they need to investigate some stuff with Nickelodeon, for sure. Let's see here. Larith the Warrior sent $59.99, says, not me catching a live. Hello from Paris. This is my first super chat. I hope this goes through. It's midnight here. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Je m'appelle. No, merci beaucoup. I said je m'appelle. Je m'appelle is my name. Merci beaucoup. I'm getting my French mixed up. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you. Shout out to all my Europeans that are up right now. It's midnight over there. I was about to say, je m'appelle Titi. I still remember, I took French classes in junior high, so whenever I hear somebody's from France, it takes me right back to French class. Like, comment tu parles tu? Je m'appelle Titi. Let's see here. Vos Stephenson Senpai says, that Carisha post and her post capping for Diddy, I love you T is pronounced V-O. Oh, V-O. Okay, I like that. Thank you so much. Yeah, that Carisha post is disturbing. Really, really disturbing. Let's see here. Okay, so Fluffy Madre says Drake and Dutchavelli blind item about freaky shit with animals. There's a soundbite that's supposed to be Drake. Oh no, I haven't heard that yet at all. No, ugh. That sounds crazy. Nene sent 20 says, I was in a verbally abusive relationship with my son's father. I'm now set to marry the love of my life in a few weeks, and I'm 5 weeks pregnant. Wow. Well, I'm glad you got out of that horrible relationship with your first child's father, and I'm glad that you were able to find love again. That's the best, when you go from being in a horrible, toxic relationship, and then you actually you find happiness and love again. That's the best. So I'm super happy for you. Let's see here. Wavy Tay. What's up, Wavy? Says, hey, Auntie, it's your favorite soldier here. As a person who witnessed their own mother be physically and verbally abused while being a skinny, defenseless child, we as a community need to stop excusing this behavior. Diddy is a deviant. I definitely agree. And thank you so much for always checking in. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry that you had to go through that as a child. And I agree. We have to stop making excuses for nonsense. I don't care what your status is. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And he's dead wrong. He's dead wrong. So thank you. Sab says, did you hear about Drake taking Millie Brown out to a yacht when she was 13 at the time? Pictures have resurfaced. No, I did not hear about that. Oh, Lord. Let me go ahead and Google. I didn't hear about this. On a yacht? Don't tell me he had her out there like a yacht girl. Hold up. The only picture I'm seeing is her with John Bond. I'm not seeing pictures of her with Drake on a yacht. Hold up, is this Drake? He's with some girl. Drake 35 seen with YouTube star Swade Brooks, who's 20. And they're going to San Tropez. Let me show y'all this. I don't see the Millie Bobby Brown one. Y'all might have to post a link because I don't see it. Let me show y'all this real quick. So this is the girl here. But this is a different person. Swade. I don't even know who Swade Brooks is. But they're saying she was 20 and he was 35. Trying to see if I can find anything else with Millie Bobby. Yeah, the only pictures I'm seeing is her with, like, it's her recent boyfriend. I'm not seeing, like, her with Drake on a yacht. So, I don't know. Y'all might have to send it to me. I don't see it at all. But I'm gonna have to look into that whole Drake and the animal situation. I've taken a break from like everything Drake and I just needed a break. So I had to get back on that. I heard about the guy who was exposing like what was that, Prince 2024, and he's like showing videos of like the things that he took from Drake, and he's showing like the Mark Hotel videos. So I got up to date on that recently, but all this other stuff I haven't yet. Oh, Kazim. Hey, cousin. He says, hey, family, keep shining. It's sad a human being can do that to another human being. I definitely agree. And thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming on to the live stream and supporting. It's always nice to see friends and family who know me in real life popping on here. But yeah, so it's a lot going on. Shout out to everybody. We had over 15,000 people in the house. This has been a really good stream. I've been on here for over an hour, so I'm going to get ready to log off here. It's Friday. So I got a few things I got to attend to. Let me read these last few super chats. Oh, okay, no, that was a membership. Okay. And for y'all who were asking, I don't know, again, there was some issues going on. I don't know if the internet is legit just broke, but I posted 3 different links to the most recent deep dive. So if you weren't able to watch it on Vimeo, it was on Google Drive, and then I also uploaded it to my website as well. So there's 3 different ways to watch it. I will go and repost all the videos again for like the new members. Some people are saying that they can't access the Prince deep dive. I'm not sure why that is. I would say if you're having issues accessing stuff on Vimeo, try and use a different browser. So maybe instead of Google Chrome, try Firefox or Safari. And then, you know, like if it's working on your phone or not working on your phone, try and use it on your laptop, and then just mirror it from your laptop to the television. So sometimes, just because I don't think Vimeo is really doing any really good updates anymore on their sites, so it seems like a lot of things are starting to crash. That's why we're slowly moving everything to my own personal website. So hopefully that will be done soon, and then people can just go on my website and watch the deep dives. So try and do that if you're having issues getting the deep dives to play. But a lot of them have multiple links where you can see them. So just for people who weren't able to catch volume 4. Volume 4 was good. So that was like the grand finale. I don't see a volume 5 coming down the pipeline. Maybe later, maybe like a few months from now when everything comes out and he possibly goes to trial or something. Maybe then I will, but I'm not going down another. I've been literally covering Diddy for the past 3 months straight with my deep dives. I had to talk about something else. I got to get on these AI topics. There's a lot going on right now in AI that I really want to hit on. So I'm trying to work on some AI deep dives. Y'all know I love my technology rabbit holes. Sab says, can I email you the video I saw about it? Yeah. Send it to lovelyti2002@yahoo.com. And then just title it Drake video, whatever, so I'll know when I click on it. So yeah, just send it there. All right, you guys. Once again, thank you to everyone who came. Make sure you hit that like button. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I will be back again, maybe this weekend with more videos, any updates. But in the meantime, I also want to leave with saying this, that if you are in any type of abusive relationship, if you are being abused by somebody, definitely get help, get out that situation. Don't be scared to let somebody know. Because like I said earlier in the stream, you know, one of my friends lost their sister, you know, to her baby's father, who was beating on her and kicking her and basically kicked her to death. Her liver ended up rupturing. So again, it doesn't get any better. So find the strength to leave and don't feel ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Abuse is never okay. So I just want to leave everybody with those words. I want everybody to have a safe and happy weekend. Oh, we got one more super chat. Keaton sent 1999 says, T, I remember your AI stream and deep dives. Well, my truck company is partnering with Nectardine AI cameras, and they are threatening drivers who have been making videos about it. They're definitely using us for future driving trucks. Wow. Let me copy that. I'm going to look more into that. Thank you for that. I will definitely look more into that and talk about that in the next deep dive. Yeah, there's so much advancement right now that's coming down with AI. Even when I did my last video on AI last summer, that technology rabbit hole, like so much stuff has advanced since then. So it's getting crazy, and especially with the whole the merging of man, the whole transhumanism agenda, like it's becoming more and more real. More and more real. So don't lose that human connection. Don't allow social media to desensitize you, where you'll see a woman getting beat and you'll still make an excuse because of these weird parasocial relationships that you guys have with celebrities. So don't lose your human chip. Don't lose your humanity. So on that note, you guys, I love y'all. Have a good weekend. I'm going to go ahead. I'm logging out. Bye, everyone.